Welcome to Living Your Passion. Today we have two very unique guests, Nancy and John Grossman. They are the co-owners of Back Channel Press in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And I'm very proud to say Nancy's my editor. And she's highly rated in my new novel, which comes out in a couple of weeks on the acknowledgement page. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Back Channel Press started around 2003, you tell me. How did that go about?
Well, actually, it started, we checked our records. We told you a wrong figure. We started in 2005.
Okay.
And it started, I think Nancy should tell the story because it all revolves around her book.
It started about, because I'd written a book about the derivation of all the street names in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And this was a book definitely for local use only. And there was one publisher in town that did all sorts of kinds of books that were meant to be done town by town by town by town. And I thought I had the prototype for a new book for them. And they took one look at it and they said, oh, too many words.
Too many words in a book?
Too many words in the book. They wanted pictures and little captions. So I brought it back home to my husband and said, nobody's going to publish my book now. What do we do? And he said, well, you publish a newsletter, and I publish a newsletter, and I'm good on the computer, and we'll think of it as a big newsletter. And it took a couple of years to get it figured all out and actually printed. But in the process of all that, we learned so much. And before we were actually finished with this one of our neighbors was asking us if we'd help him with his. And before we were finished with his, somebody else came and asked if we could help with theirs. And
you told me Strawberry Bank approached you too.
One of the women who worked at Strawberry Bank asked us to do a book for her. So we started totally locally. And
today you have 57 books from what I understand.
We've finished our 57
From 2005? That's remarkable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All over the country. Lots that are local who we can actually get to know, but some that we have never even spoken to on a telephone. Strictly done with email, which we really like. It leaves a paper trail. And it works. It works beautiful.
Well, I was fortunate to find you because I was looking for an editor who could do military thrillers. I never realized it would be that hard a job. It took me 6 months to find you.
Yeah, and when you approached me, I wasn't sure I could do a military thriller. I've never done one, but I've done a lot of film script writing and training in that area. And cliffhangers and pacing and everything are all part of writing for the screen. Right. And what I was reading of yours intrigued me, and I really wanted to get involved.
You asked for a chapter, and you sent it back with some recommendations.
Yeah.
I said, wow.
Yeah, and the thing that was unique about yours was that it, in many ways, was a film script. There wasn't much description. There was lots of dialogue, lots of characters quickly developed. And to me, it needed just those little lines that go between the dialogue. Right.
And you taught me about doing dossiers on the characters.
Yeah. Oh, that was...
Actually,
that was to slow you down while I finished another project. But it informed the process. It turned out to be a very useful exercise. And in fact, people do more of it now.
Yeah. You even asked me if you could use my format.
Exactly. Did you say yes?
But the nice thing was it taught me another step of how to keep somebody visually in your mind when you're doing a character.
And when you think of the reader, it's hard to follow a lot of characters, which your books certainly have, without having some key element to them that you say, oh, that's the guy that does such and such.
And I love how you converted the National Security Advisor, the director, you gave him that southern twang.
Yeah, and that just made it so easy to identify. You didn't have to keep saying, said the Soviet Union.
Right.
You just had to hear the words.
But you're actually publishers as well, besides editing.
We help people self-publish. We are not traditional publishers.
Correct.
And there are all degrees of people who help people self-publish.